So throughout my journey of learning Islam as someone who was Christian before, so I arrived in Morocco. The one thing that I noticed that confirmed everything for me is I was surrounded by people who we believe just one, and that is Allah. You cannot make Allah into a plural form. You cannot make Allah into a feminine part. Like, it's just Allah. That's it. So I recently made a TikTok video about how I became a revert, which is a Muslim, from Christianity to Muslim. And let me tell you how much hate I received from the Christian people. I'm going to hell. I don't know Jesus. I don't believe in Jesus. But you know what? All of my Muslim brother and sisters said congratulations and welcome to the family. So I don't know. This is why I wanted to be a revert, because of how much love, care, and compassion that I felt from being around Muslim people. How I was automatic, literally when I was in Morocco, I surfed every day in Essaouira when the waves were hitting. But there's these fish that bury themselves underneath the sand, and it's so typical that you will step on one and a spike will go in your foot, and it stings and burns so bad. My Moroccan brother and sisters, what is the name of that fish? Because it got me almost every single day. Anyways, I had a spike that was so far in my foot that every time I couldn't get it out. Every time I would walk, it would literally make this shooting sharp feeling, like I had a huge piece of glass in my foot. I was gonna go to hammam, which is like a bathhouse, and get a scrub and a massage. But on the way there, I saw this little shop in the Medina, and it was natural oils and lotions. And so I decided to stop by to see if maybe she had some vinegar, the owner. This amazing woman sat me down, grabbed my foot, put on a bright light to look at the spike that's in my foot, and tried her best to get that spike out of my foot. Who would ever do such a thing? Just someone who has love and compassion within their hearts, and that they want to help other people. She didn't ask for money. She didn't ask for a tip. Just out of love from her heart, she wanted to help me. And guess what? She was a Muslim woman. A hijabi, of course. And she accepted me. And she grabbed my dirty foot with her bare hands, as when Jesus washed the feet of other people that he didn't know. That's something to think about. And so I'm proud to be Muslim, and I'm proud to believe in Islam, and I will never change that, no matter if I'm condemned by the Christians, if they think that I'm going to hell, they think I don't believe in Jesus. We believe in Jesus. It's so crazy. Story time. Why I became a revert. So throughout certain times of my life was very difficult, very challenging, and I would always listen to messages and sermons across the boards of different religions. Islam always tugged at my heart. So when I was in Coruscant working, they told me, okay, where are we flying you home to? And I was like, home?
And they're like, yeah, where are we flying you back home to? Your assignment is over. And so I said, Morocco? And they said, okay, we'll book you a first class ticket to Morocco. So I arrived in Morocco. The one thing that I noticed that confirmed everything for me is I was surrounded by people who didn't have air conditioning, just had their family, their friends, no video games, no television, outside, spending time with each other. And then I would hear the prayer calls 5 times a day, and the men would go pray. The women would go pray too. But it solidified in me that when you have absolutely nothing at all but your family and your friends and Allah, you find your peace and your happiness. Nothing else matters in life. Absolutely nothing. The materialistic parts of the world does not matter. So, getting back to it, I knew that Islam was for me. That solidified everything. I felt the most peace that I have ever felt in my entire life, and I wanted that, and I wanted to know why. So, throughout my journey of learning Islam as someone who was Christian before, I found this amazing book, and you can actually get it off the TikTok shop. I got it off Amazon, but it's called The Sacred Path to Islam. This goes into why we even call Allah Allah. God can be a plural form. It can also be put into a female or a male version. God, goddesses, gods, and we believe in one God. We believe just one, and that is Allah. You cannot make Allah into a plural form. You cannot make Allah into a feminine part. Like, it's just Allah, that's it. So this really helped me. If you are a revert or thinking about transitioning to being a Muslim, believing in Islam, definitely grab this book. But feeling peace and love like no other through someone who loves you and protects you is everything.